Good evening, students. Today I am going to discuss about the friction. Our chapter is the friction. Okay. The force which opposes the relative motion of the body is called the friction. So here there is a one surface. On the surface we place the one block. We are applying the some force on the block. So due to this force, so if it is in motion, the frictional force is act opposite to the applied force direction. Means the frictional force direction is this side. So actually frictional force is the contact force which is parallel to the plane of contact. Means here it is the plane of contact. Here this surface and this surface both are in contact. So this frictional force is also parallel to the plane of contact. So here just see here there is we place the one block on the surface. Okay, now normal force is acting perpendicular to the surface, means it is also contact force. At the same time parallel force is also contact force. Normal force and frictional force both are contact force. So the resultant force will be act this side in this way. That is the resultant force, resultant contact force. So here R represents the resultant contact force. Here R is the normal reaction or normal force. Okay, now what is the, let us know about the what is the cause of the friction. Now let us discuss about the what is the cause of the friction. Cause of the friction. What is the cause of the friction? Means one is the irregularities. Second one is a intermolecular force. So first one is the irregularities. How the irregularities is the cause of the friction. For example, here there is a one surface. That surface is not 100% smooth. So no surface is 100% smooth in the universe. Every surface, even the board is also uneven surface. It is also having some irregularities. So even mirror is also irregular surface. On that also there is a irregular surface, irregularities. So now see here, for example here there is a one surface that is having the irregularities. So like this. Next on this we place the one object that is also having the irregularities. Okay, these are the irregularities. So these two irregularities, these irregularities and these irregularities is both are interlocking. Due to that interlocking, when you are applying the force, it is not moving. The body is not moving. So for example, here this is the one surface, second surface. We place it the one surface over the other surface. I am moving the upper surface. When we are moving the upper surface, it is moving easily. But when they are interlocking, here it is very hard. It is very difficult to move the first surface. So what is the cause? Means here why it is not moving? Because of interlocking. Interlocking means it is due to that interlocking frictional force will be developed. So here from this we can understand here irregularities is the cause of the friction. Next one is the intermolecular force. So intermolecular force is also one cause of the friction. How that is cause of the friction? Intermolecular force is the cause of the friction. Now let us see here. So here there is a one rough surface. There is a one rough surface. On the rough surface we place the one object or block. We place the one block. If we are moving this block in this way, in this direction, so it is rubbing the rough surface, this surface, second surface. So when it is rubbing here, maybe it is either lose or gain the electrons. It is also can lose or gain the electrons. If it is losing the electrons, it will get the positive charge, it will get the negative charge. So for example, either this body is losing the electrons or gaining the electrons. Like that only, it is also either losing the electrons or gaining the electrons. Due to that, one surface is having the one type of charge, second surface is another type of charge will acquire. Due to that different charges, one surface is attracted the another surface. That attractional force of attraction is called the intermolecular force. So this is also cause for the, due to that we can say this is also cause for the friction. Next, I am going to say about the types of friction. Types of friction. Okay. Here there is a two types of friction. Mainly there is a two types of friction. One is a static friction. Static friction. Second one is the dynamic friction. Dynamic friction. Okay, static friction and dynamic friction. What is the static friction? The friction which comes to play when it is in rest, that is called the static friction. Next one is the dynamic friction. The friction which comes to play when the body is in motion is called the dynamic friction. In the dynamic friction, again there is a two types. One is sliding friction. Second one is the rolling friction. Sliding friction and rolling friction. So now again let us discuss about the static friction and sliding friction and rolling friction. First one is the static friction. Next one sliding. Third one rolling friction. Rolling friction. Static, sliding and rolling. Here static friction. So when it is in rest, this frictional force will be acted when it is in rest. Sliding friction and rolling friction, both will be acted when they are in motion. So here frictional force I am represented with F. So it is this frictional force is directly proportional to the normal force. Here also in case of sliding friction, we can call this is the kinetic friction also. Kinetic friction. Next, rolling friction. So here this is also directly proportional to the normal force. Here rolling friction is also directly proportional to the normal reaction. N or R, we can represent either N or R, both are same. Here N is nothing but normal force. Another name of the normal force is the normal reaction. Due to that we can call it is, we can represent with capital R. So at the same time rolling friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction and inversely proportional to the radius of the wheel or radius of the cylinder. So from this, if you remove this proportionality constant, we will get mu. This is static friction. So that we can write here S. So Fs is equal to mu s into L. Here Fk. Why? If you write here S, so we will get confusion. So that we can represent the kinetic friction Fk. Fk is equal to mu k into L. Here Fr is equal to mu r capital R by small r. These are the formulas related to static friction, sliding friction and rolling friction. Now let us know what is the static friction, what is the sliding friction and what is the rolling friction. Okay. Now let us discuss first static friction. There is a one rough surface, we place the one object on the rough surface. We are applying the some force under this block. So like this. Due to that force, it is not comes to motion. The block is not comes to motion. Why? Here at the same time frictional force is also acting, that is opposite direction. Frictional force direction is this side. It is applied force left to right, frictional force right to left. So here F and F. So for example, we are applying the applied force is 1 Newton. Frictional force here, frictional force is also 1 Newton. We are increases the applied force from 1 Newton to 2 Newtons. Now it is the 2 Newtons. If it is increases, at the same time frictional force is also increases. That is also will become 2 Newtons. If you increase this applied force 3 Newtons, it is also will become 3 Newtons. See from this, if you increase the applied force, frictional force is also will increase. From this we can say this static friction is, we are calling the self-adjusting friction. That is adjusting according to applied force, this frictional force is also adjusting. Due to that we are calling the self-adjusting friction. Static friction, another name is the self-adjusting friction. So when you are increasing to 3.1 Newtons, it will be starts the motion. This block will comes to motion at 3.1 Newtons. So due to that here frictional force is also 3.1 Newton, but this frictional force is called the limiting friction. It is the maximum. What is the limiting friction? Means maximum value of static friction is called the limiting friction. That is 3.1 Newtons. So this is the maximum value of static friction, 3.1 Newtons. Afterwards, if you increase the force, frictional force will not increase. So that is just it will be decreases. Means from this we can say static friction is more than to kinetic friction, at the same time kinetic friction is more than to rolling friction. So now let us discuss about the sliding friction. What is the sliding friction? Sliding frictions here. So it is a rough surface. On the rough surface we place the one block. We are applying the force. Due to this force, this block is sliding. This block is sliding. Just like if you place this duster on the board, so it is sliding like this. So this, when it is sliding, there is a opposing force is also will act. That opposing force is we are calling the sliding friction. Next here, that is about the sliding friction. Next one is the rolling friction. Rolling friction means here, okay, I am rolling this marker. If I am releasing, it is not sliding, it is rolling. When it is rolling, here also there is a opposing force. That opposing force is called the rolling friction. So rolling friction. Okay. Now advantages and disadvantages. Already it is the concept, but advantages and disadvantages you can understand. Read well and prepare tomorrow we may give the worksheet so that you prepare for the worksheet. Thank you.